In a world buried under noise and neon light, myths have gone quiet. Legends that once shaped civilizations now sit forgotten in dusty books. And dragons, the mighty rulers of the skies, are nothing more than bedtime stories. No wings cutting through clouds, no flame lighting the horizon, only silence. But for some people, myths never really die. They just wait for someone to listen. Elara Ardent had always been one of those people. She grew up in her father's library, surrounded by old maps, strange relics, and the ticking of antique clocks. Her father used to say that every legend starts with a fragment of truth. Now, years later, Elara had become an archaeologist, chasing those fragments across the world. She didn't know what exactly she was searching for, only that something inside her was always restless, like a quiet voice whispering that the world was hiding something ancient. That whisper turned into a roar on a cold October evening. At the edge of a ruined temple in southern Iceland, Elara found it, a small black ring of metal, carved with scales curling toward the center. In the middle was a blue crystal that pulsed faintly, as if it was breathing. The moment she touched it, the air shifted, the wind died, the world went still, and somewhere deep beneath her feet, she heard a sound, low, distant, and alive, like something enormous, sleeping for a very long time. That night, she couldn't stop staring at it. The crystal glowed softly in the dark, its rhythm matching her heartbeat. And then, without warning, her mind filled with images, mountains on fire, skies torn apart, and a silver dragon standing over the ruins of a dying world. The vision wasn't something she saw, it was something she felt. A presence reached through the artifact, not speaking in words, but in emotions, grief, pride, and unbearable loneliness. And in that instant, Elara knew the dragon wasn't gone, it was waiting. Days blurred into nights after that. The artifact became part of her, humming quietly wherever she went. Each night she dreamed of tunnels made of stone and flame, of eyes watching her through the dark. Her friends stopped hearing from her. She stopped eating, stopped answering calls. Her world shrank to a single room filled with maps, books, and the soft hum of something that wasn't supposed to exist. Then she found a match, a symbol in a 13th century manuscript buried in the Oslo Museum archives. It was the same spiral pattern, labeled the sigil of Varin. The text beneath it read, "When humankind forgets the sky, the dragons will sleep. But before the world fades completely, one echo shall call the guardian of fire once more." Maybe it was poetry, or maybe it was a warning. Either way, Elara felt the pull. She packed her bags and followed the coordinates the artifact revealed, north, into the snow-covered mountains of Estia. The storm hit hard, but she didn't turn back. Somewhere beneath all that ice, the artifact trembled in her hand, glowing brighter with every step. The earth cracked open, and that same deep sound returned, louder, stronger. Not a sound meant for human ears. It felt like the heartbeat of the world itself. Inside a frozen cave, she found it. Not a dragon's body, something greater, a consciousness, an echo of what once ruled the skies. Through the artifact, it spoke, not with words, but through memories. She saw the past unfold, a time when dragons and humans shared the same skies, until greed turned them into enemies. Humans wanted what dragons carried in their chests, pure energy, the flame of creation itself. So they hunted them, trapped them, sealed them. The last dragon didn't die, it was imprisoned, its power locked away. And the artifact she held, it was the key. But someone else knew about it too. Soon after her discovery, Elara realized she was being followed. Black cars with tinted windows, her research files deleted overnight, strangers pretending not to stare. The dragon's presence warned her through visions, symbols of a burning triangle, an all-seeing eye surrounded by smoke. An organization known only as the Silent Flame, a group that believed dragons were a threat to the modern world, and that their return would end everything humanity had built. The more she resisted, the stronger the connection became. Her dreams no longer stopped when she woke up. She started hearing breathing that wasn't hers. The artifact would heat up in her hand, whispering in her mind to release it, to open the final seal. But deep down, she knew what that meant. Freeing the dragon might save the truth, but it would also burn the world that buried it. 40 nights after she found the artifact, Elara stood on the rim of a frozen volcano. The air shimmered, heavy and electric. She lifted the artifact toward the sky. Its blue glow turned white, piercing through the storm like lightning that never faded. The ground trembled, and from the depths of the world, that voice returned, massive, ancient, and calm. Not angry, not cruel, just tired. The light grew until it swallowed her completely, and in that light, Alara felt something awaken inside her. The dragon wasn't outside anymore. It was inside her. Her heartbeat became a distant roar. Her breath shimmered in the cold air. She felt two minds merge, one fragile, one eternal, and together, they remembered what it felt like to fly. When rescue teams arrived the next morning, there was nothing left. No body, no equipment. Just a blackened crater still warm to the touch. A few days later, weather satellites picked up a strange formation over the North Atlantic, a spiral of blue fire that appeared for 12 seconds before vanishing without a trace. Scientists called it an atmospheric glitch, but those who still believed in the old stories called it a sign. Months passed. The world moved on, as it always does. But every now and then, people whispered about a woman with pale blue eyes who appeared before disasters, standing quietly, watching the sky, vanishing before anyone could speak to her. Some said she was just a myth. Others swore they'd seen her reflection flicker in glass right before the power went out. Alara wasn't gone. She had become something else. A voice between worlds. A quiet pulse that still moves through the earth. If you listen closely enough. In the hum of the city at midnight, in the echo of thunder, behind the mountains, you might hear her. A long, slow breath. Half human, half memory. The world may have forgotten the dragons, but the dragons haven't forgotten the world. Somewhere out there, beneath steel and sky, the last one still waits, not sleeping, just listening. And when the time comes, the echo will rise again, the last echo of the dragon.